agreeing
I'm
with
just
you.
saying. I'm just saying, get rid of him and improve. It's as simple as that. For a 6th-round pick, Minshew's more valuable than a 6th-round pick. We live in the day. Well, I mean, I don't know why we're saying. I'm saying we live in the day. Jalen Hurts, he's a mobile quarterback. Mobile
We live
quarterbacks
every
get
day.
hurt. You have to have an insurance policy. Our insurance policy is Minshew.
Going live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. All right, we're here. We're out here. Philly Escape Pod,
Beautiful.
episode 14. It's been a while. We've taken a little bit of a hiatus since the last episode, but we are back
We're
just to
getting
get
prepared.
you ready for Eagles season. It's just one of the things where you need to take a breath, reel it all in. It's just preseason, and we know it's not all too real yet, and everybody reacts, but we kind of I don't know about you guys. I kind of stuck in the same predictions for the season. Did this preseason move the needle for you guys at all, as the sports announcers say?
It definitely bummed me out on Andre Dillard. Like, I went into this preseason thinking Dillard could be fighting for that starting left tackle spot. I didn't think he was going to get it over Jordan Mailata.
So
I
that
thought it was going to
bummed
be
you
a
out?
tough competition. And then everybody online saying he sucks. I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. I had faith and I'm losing faith.
It bums you out
The
that
rest of the team, I have total faith. I'm
I'm
much
pretty happy with the vibe of the team right now.
I feel a lot more confident about this team after training camp and preseason, I think.
Okay, so your opening statement's looking at Dillard. Okay.
There's a good energy going on with the whole team.
I would say my stance would be I'm feeling the same. It's just that I definitely am not higher than I was because we didn't get to see a lot of Jalen Hurts, which bummed me out. I wanted to see more of him. We really basically saw nothing, honestly. So, and then also it sucked that Devontae didn't play. But I wouldn't say I'm lower on the team either because there were some good moments. Boston Scott with the sick play there, and I don't know. The offense looks like it's a little bit more dynamic.
I feel like you have to be feeling positively about Jalen Reagor and Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith has been showing great footwork. There were all those clips from training camp or that I think the practice against the Patriots where Reagor was going up getting the one-handed catches and stuff. I think they both had great.
Yeah. What's the thing? I feel like we don't get to see most of what the important stuff is right now.
Yeah, you just see a couple clips here and there.
And that was the thing of preseason too. We don't have that press pass. I mean, I did for the one day, so that was fun. I'm not gonna lie, but that's the thing. We don't get to be on the sidelines during those joint practices. So the nice thing about preseason is that you hope to see these players play, so you can actually see it for yourself as to what these guys actually are. And that's the thing. Prediction didn't move at all. Didn't change. That was my thought going into it.
It's hard to.
We lost 32-0 to Steelers, and The only thing that I took away from that is that I watched. No, didn't we lose Bailey to the Steelers?
Or was it?
No. You're right. It was the Patriots. It was your Patriots. But only takeaway I got out of that is that I watched the first 5 minutes and fell asleep, but it didn't tell me that the Eagles are going to go 0-17. Okay, so let's take it a step back for all the media out there that's actually reads into this stuff. Didn't move me at all. If anything, it made me game one made me feel good because of how prepared they were. 0 penalties pretty much across the entire game. But yeah, what really bummed me out about this preseason was not seeing Jalen. Just because you see all these guys like Mahomes, Brady still playing in preseason and just getting reps. So if those guys aren't too good, or overly good enough to not get any playing time in the preseason, then Jalen, can obviously get some time in there too. So that's the one big takeaway is that I think Hurts needs all the reps he can get at this time.
It was more so Hurts was hurt, right?
No, he wasn't hurt. He was
sick, apparently.
He was sick.
So, sick.
It was an illness.
Allegedly.
So,
I'd say, actually,
allegedly.
This is what I forgot about. And this isn't really about the games. It's about just this whole time, training camp, preseason, time period. Apparently, there's a lot of bad things I've been hearing about Miles Sanders in practice. A lot of drop balls, not a lot of production.
And in the opposite end, you hear a lot of good things about Gainwell.
Yeah,
And-
Gainwell
and-
have been hearing
and
a lot,
Scott.
and Boston Scott. Yeah, both of those guys have been hearing a lot of great things. Which,
I mean,
which
it
worries
just-
me
we-
because
Yeah.
I mean, like we just historically do better with running back by committee. Honestly, I mean that's the year we won the Super Bowl. Was
yeah,
Yeah.
but still,
I'm
you
not-
still
yeah.
want
best
you still
committee.
want Miles to be having a good camp,
Especially
Yeah.
because
and it's still the problems
Yeah.
that we had last year with him, where he was dropping balls. You know,
the whole thing is, I feel like it seemed like Miles Sanders had the opportunity to sort of step up and maybe become that bell cow back, and just these negative reports are making it seem like that probably isn't going to happen. We are just going to do the same thing we've been doing.
yeah,
And
which I'm okay with.
I don't want to sell him short yet because I think he can still be that bell cow back. I think the worrisome part is the fumbles, the drops, the things like that, that hopefully it's not a trend going from last season into this season. And then the whole thing is, I mean, I don't think he'll get those opportunities first, second, and third down because I don't think Sirianni's going to allow it with his offense, just knowing he has Gainwell and Scott. So maybe he had that opportunity in camp and maybe he's kind of losing it because of how he's been playing.
Sirianni's also used to running that kind of committee back with the Colts.
With Taylor and Wilkins, Jordan Wilkins last year coming out of
Hines, they
Indianapolis.
had so many
You got Hines.
serviceable running
Marlon
backs.
Mack, I think. I don't know if
Yeah, he got hurt, but
was still on
yeah.
the team, but he got hurt. So, I mean, that was the biggest takeaway. You wanted to see Jalen in the game more for sure. And then, but I mean, as far as the general feeling, it was kind of what I expected. I mean, Joe Flacco looks like he can still play, but he's your backup, obviously. So it's not like you need him to do anything special. You know, maybe I think what we were thinking is just, you know, Jalen goes down for a couple weeks, who can step up and maybe win some games. And
Joe
that's
Flacco-
definitely
He's definitely
think
not
Joe
even the
Flacco-
backup anymore.
Joe Flacco
Well-
looks absolutely cooked, dude.
and,
I don't think
let's I mean, he played for the Jets. He came from the Broncos after that before he ultimately left his starting place in Baltimore. He doesn't have anything left, but like going into the season, I was like, okay, like he's a decent backup to have compared to anything else. Some random rookie undrafted who's going to completely suck, you know, like Danucci. So
I mean, he's not like a guy you want. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's cool
But
to have
let's
him as
be
your backup,
honest.
but
I just feel like if Flacco's in for 3 games, we're gonna lose all 3 of those games. He's not
Yeah,
gonna do
he's not-
anything
He's not good.
besides dump it off.
No, he's not a good backup. He's just a good mind. I feel like a good guy to
yeah,
have.
You don't
Yeah.
think you could pull off a little Jeff Garcia 2.0?
No chance. No
Jeff
chance.
Garcia
dude.
was way
he's not
younger than
even as
Flacco.
He's not
He
even
was,
as good
he
as
was.
McCown was when McCown played with us. I don't think.
Oh, I
McCown
don't know if I
was
go
better
that
than
far.
Flacco is right now, and I think that's the truth. But I think at this
That
point
might
you
be
have
cap,
Minshew
but-
play number 2, right?
So let's get to it then, because let's
Yeah.
just dive right in
I
because
feel like we were heading there.
clearly Minshew's the number 2. Like, let's not.
Oh,
There's no
100%.
ands or
It has to be.
butts around that. So
I was
my question is to you guys,
Oh God,
Why?
here we go.
why? Just why?
Oh,
Why?
why?
Because
he's
hey,
just
you know
saying.
why? You know why? Because we have
Why?
we have Joe Flacco as the number 2 mind, whatever you're saying. We have Nick Mullins as a literal piece of trash
Yeah, he
who
sucked.
can't even fucking
Hey,
throw.
listen,
a
I'm
piece
not-
of terrible football.
He was
So
Before
why
you
would
come
you want
at
him on the team?
before you come at me, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm just saying, get rid of him and improve. It's as simple as that. For a 6th-round pick, Minshew's more valuable than a 6th-round pick. We live in the day. Well, I mean, I don't know why we're saying. I'm saying we live in the day. Jalen Hurts, he's a mobile quarterback. Mobile
We live
quarterbacks
every
get
day.
hurt. You have to have an insurance policy. Our insurance policy is Minshew.
And I'm not disagreeing with you actually at all, really. So I really like the trade. So just
Yeah,
to,
don't-
just to be
don't
clear,
Don't go
I-
Carson
yeah,
and start crying.
I
with the competition.
need to get the why out of you guys because this is the content. This is where so Brits, tell me why you do like or do not like potentially this trade.
Well, I do like it because it was an absolute
Okay.
steal. I mean,
Alright.
I mean, you get a guy. I mean, he is a starting quarterback in the league, or he can be, obviously. I mean, I was looking at his stats actually after we got him from like last 2 years. I mean, this guy's thrown like I think it was like 40 touchdowns or something like that, and in like 11 interceptions in the last 2 years.
Last
If
two.
you watch him, he looks good.
That's pretty friggin' good. I mean, that's like
He shows some good flat. I mean, that's the thing. So
he's got potential.
yeah, like I mean,
Yeah,
he's not. I'm
and
not
that's-
saying
yeah.
he's like a star and he's our next QB, but to get this guy for a 6th-round pick and to be your backup, it's It's pretty.
His
I mean, you
contract
have to
is
do
really
it
good.
almost
His
in a
contract
way.
is really good too.
Yeah.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a clear upgrade to the backup role in Flacco, like you said. So Mullins looked like complete crap. So this is why I wanted to kind of shut down the joint practices mean a lot more compared to preseason in like a full simulation of how the game's actually going to be at the speed that, maybe not full speed that it's going to be in a real game. But Mullins just completely freaked out when he was in the pocket. So he was a guy who he couldn't handle himself playing in the game. So you had to get rid of him. I mean, bringing in Minshew, I guess my question is, I like the deal because it's an upgrade, and then also it's just more competition for Jalen. I think it makes him better, and I know that Jalen's a mentally tough guy, so I'm not worried about him being this, shit, like they're trying to get rid of me or they don't believe in me type of thing. So I feel like it's just a complete upgrade because you get that backup. I guess my question is, what's Minshew's future with the Eagles? Because I feel like he is a guy who's proven that he deserves to get a starting spot eventually.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I think Minshew, it's the perfect situation because he's good, but he's not good enough to potentially cause a QB controversy. And I think he's going to have a sort of career, sort of like Ryan Fitzpatrick, where he's like a journeyman who's like, he'll be back up for a little while and then he'll maybe start for a few fringe teams,
Wait,
I think
some might argue he's one of the best backup QBs to start.
I agree. And I think he has probably no future with the Eagles if Jalen Hurts don't give me nightmares. If Jalen Hurts does good, he's got no future with the Eagles. But I think he's going to have a couple years of good backup.
It's interesting that you just said that because I mean you started off by saying he's not good enough to start a QB controversy, but then so here I had a question that immediately went into my mind. If Nick Foles went here instead of Gardner Minshew, I think Gardner Minshew is probably better than Nick Foles right now.
There's no chance. And Nick Foles won a fucking Super Bowl, dude. I'm sorry to curse, but he won this Eagles a Super Bowl.
Wait.
Okay.
What are you guys saying?
What, do that yet.
I'm
Jackson,
saying
what are you trying to say, Brits?
I'm saying that Gardner Minshew, I think right now would start a QB controversy more so than Nick Foles
based on talent.
Based on talent. Obviously, you kind of have to take away the whole fact that he was being that he
right,
which is hard to
I
do.
think you
but
can't take the context.
Yeah, you can't. But you can't. But I'm saying just from you really can't. But I'm saying just from a talent and performance standpoint. So, I don't know, Jackson. I don't know what you just said. I feel like you contradicted yourself there.
Nah, how did I contradict myself, dude?
You started off by saying he's good, but he's not good enough to start a controversy, and Caputi said that he's one of the best backups in the league, and you're like, yeah, I agree.
And I think he's good enough to start, but he's clearly not at the. If he's starting, he's probably a lower he's probably the 30th best QB in the league. You know what I mean? But I think we're expecting Hurts to be a lot better than that, so I don't think he's near Hurts' level.
I don't think he's that bad. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying.
So here's what I think Minshew's more proven than Jalen at this point. It's kind of
he clearly is.
Yeah, definitely. But I think you got to ride with Jalen at this point.
The potential for Jalen Hurts is way higher than Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, the potential is
right now.
Way,
I agree.
I think you guys are overhyping him a little bit. He did just win 2 games last year.
I'm not. Well, that team was a dumpster fire, to be fair. But
you're saying Minshew. Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I think if you were to put Gardner Minshew on 5 to 10 teams in the NFL right now, he'd probably have a chance to start.
So here, question for you guys: is he the best backup in the league right now?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Fair.
Who else was there?
I do think
pretty fair.
Look at what other people's backup situations are.
Yeah, I'm not sure about backup.
But if you're thinking off the top of your head,
I would take Gardner Minshew over Daniel Jones, 100%. I would take Gardner Minshew over.
I would agree.
Drew Lock.
Would you take him over Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, probably.
Probably just
because he's almost the younger version of him.
Yeah, just because he's younger, honestly. But I guess if you're trying to go for wins, then maybe you go for Fitzpatrick. I don't know.
I think
just pure one season win. I don't know.
I know it would never be obviously there's different contexts if you were to bring Foles in, but he's probably also the most Foles Fitzpatrick a really likable guy, that people can really get behind, Minshew Magic, same thing, Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic.
He's got that meme potential behind him.
He's got He's got some kind of flair behind him that people can really get behind.
I saw someone say
He's got an amazing mustache. Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
It's
said the
obviously
other
the stash.
Someone said the other day they were like, take the mustache away, and he's top 40 quarterback, but you give it to him, and he's top 25.
I mean,
But-
he was also rocking that Eagles chain like right away.
Was he? Oh, I love that.
Dude, I feel like low key that he like I hate to say this, but I think he like it was probably super happy to come here just because because he thinks he could get the starting spot.
You think he thinks that?
I mean, you have to think he does, right?
It's
Well,
one
so
of the
then let's
yeah.
go through a scenario here. Let's do a scenario. It's week 6. The Eagles are 2-4, and they put Minshew in and he kills it. Does he start? Does he start the next game?
I don't think the Eagles would put him in week 2, like if they were 2-4, but I don't know.
I think 2-4 is like realistic.
Jalen would have to be stinking it up, and we were 2-4.
You got to remember. So Carson played a long time before he got benched. Now, granted, that was Carson, and he was definitely the guy.
He was a $130 million guy,
and he's
that was
big
a different
contract.
coaching staff.
Different staff, different scenario.
No, I know, but
we
I'm saying you can't like bench your $130 million guy, or it takes a lot to bench that instead of like a rookie.
It looks like we should have though.
No,
Clearly.
I know. I'm just saying that it's harder to do that than Jalen right now because he's not paid.
Much harder pill to swallow.
But you're right. You're right. This is a different staff that preaches competition, and if they actually believe in that, maybe they do have to go to Minshew if he's performing at the level that's at a higher level than Jalen.
Again, if he's tearing up in practice, or in his reps.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, if he's playing better than Jalen is, I say let him start, but I just don't think that's going to happen.
And
I think there's a low chance of it happening.
Yeah,
too.
I agree.
And a team can make or break. A different offensive line could make or break you. A different scheme.
I feel like
Foles plays lights out in an RPO system, and for some reason only here. I mean, he's like I would go off to say that he's an elite player here.
Listen,
and the backup other places.
Dude. Every other opportunity he's gotten, he's been set up to fail. I feel like he only had successful opportunities here.
Could that be the same for Minshew? This is like
could be.
Could it be the same?
Let's be realistic here. None of us care or like have any like real backing on who the starting quarterback is. We just want the best starting quarterback, right?
Right, but ideally it would be Jalen Hurts.
I want to,
I do think it's Hurts.
No. I'm saying ideally it would be Jalen Hurts. I don't think I want the best quarterback on our team to be Gardner Minshew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If the best quarterback is Gardner Minshew, I think we're having a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because we want Jalen Hurts to be the quarterback because we know he has way more potential to be a better quarterback.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it like ideal situation. Jalen just proves that he's the guy, and we don't have to turn to Minshew as being the guy. If that's like the backup plan, and he ends up being the guy, and it works out in the end, like, okay, that's still a win at the end of the day. But it would kind of be a sad story for it all to end just this quickly for Jalen.
Clearly. The thing is, just real quick though, the clear thing is that Jalen Hurts theoretically could turn into a franchise quarterback, and I think Gardner Minshew is looking like he's going to be like a journeyman. I don't think he really has a chance of being a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's probably true.
It's sad, but yeah, I mean, it's.
I think it's still up in the air, but it's probably true. Oh yeah, Michael. So I had a question.
Shoot.
When it comes to Jalen, what are your guys like? Minimum standards for him. You know what I mean? Like, where do you want him to be at? Like, if to be a franchise quarterback, where does he have to be at? Like in the quarterbacks ranking in the league, by that standard.
And are you saying for this year specifically?
Our franchise quarterback?
No, I'm just saying in the future of like being on the Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. Like, where does he has to rank among other quarterbacks in the league? What is your minimum standard?
Top 15.
Top 10. Top 10. I go even lower.
For me, I think for you guys to commit to him next year, you're saying he has to either be top 10 or top 15?
No,
not by next year.
Not by next
There's
year.
no like time period, but like
let's say peak performance.
We'll say next few
years. Who
Jalen
is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want a franchise quarterback, you want somebody who's top 10. Like I think what we're thinking of. I know he's a horrible person, but I feel like we kind of want him to be like a Deshaun Watson sort of player. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he would be like in that top 10.
Well, but Deshaun Watson's like a top 5 quarterback, honestly.
Well, I mean, he kind of can't like quarterback a team to a winning record though.
He's not like a winning guy.
He went to the playoffs and lost to the Chiefs the year before this team sucked.
Yeah, well, I mean, he kind of sucked last year. If
he was the number one passing. He had the most passing yards in the league.
Did they even make the playoffs?
He had the most passing yards in the league. His team was horrible.
I don't know.
Still can't win games.
Yeah,
Just
can't win a game, dude.
Honestly, a loser. Yeah.
The Russell Westbrook.
I mean,
So-
did you guys see what happened to their team, and then what is
Yeah,
currently
yeah.
happening to their team?
I feel like I say top 10 because I feel like the top three are like the same top three every year, and those are guys that end up probably in the Hall of Fame, like
I mean,
Mahomes, Brady,
Yeah,
Breeze,
I'm just saying, just rank
Rodgers.
'em, like,
So I mean, and we could. All right, let's just rank them right now. But I
Okay.
feel like in your top 10, you're putting your team in the chance, giving your team a chance every year to go to the playoffs and win. So
I
that's
think
what
the
I want.
standard is better than Dak. If he's better than Dak, I'm happy.
I agree. Dak's kind of right on that line. I feel
He's
like
like-
he's
he's like-
right on the line.
He's kind of a franchise
like
quarterback, but I think he's on the
13,
very
12.
low end of that.
he's like 13, 12
He's
area probably.
Right, he's right there,
I
but
would
he's
agree with
not
that, Jackson.
over the hump.
Yeah,
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Because I think he could be similar to Dak, but I want him to be better. You know?
I mean, if
Yeah.
you
And I
got your,
think he's definitely more mobile than Dak.
Yeah.
if you
I
got your,
think no doubt he's going to be better than Daniel Jones.
100.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he better be.
Like this season, honestly.
I mean, if you got your top 5 as Mahomes, Russ, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, I guess you could throw Deshaun
Give you a
Watson in
list.
there. Then you got who else? You got Tannehill. This is not really in order, but who you got after that?
You got Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. That's 7.
Yeah.
I just need
I
a
mean,
full list.
probably. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I know I'm missing guys.
Jesus.
There's quite a few quarterbacks who I don't know. Like Justin Fields might be better this year.
Well, he's a rookie, so it's
Yeah,
hard to rank
we would
him.
have to get a whole list together, I think, because I really want to dive into that. I think that would be an interesting conversation. But and
You can look up that where Phil Sims, he ranked
yeah,
all the
well,
quarterbacks, right? Remember that ranking?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Go
true.
back
That's
and look
true.
at that.
We can
Yeah,
pull
we
that
take
up.
out,
Pull
take
it
out
up.
Real quick.
trash, dude.
You might have to have. We'll see. You might have to have like a.
Might have to be this
subscription to-
own
website.
separate thing that
See if you
But,
double down on that spot.
for Jalen, I believe he did. Okay, of course we're gonna get every ad. Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Let me
all right,
pull this
perfect.
up.
Oh, Kyler Murray.
Deshaun Watson. He still is ranking Deshaun Watson kind of number 4. I don't know if I put him that high.
I think
He's not
you're,
even
I think you're underestimating. I mean, well, obviously, besides all the shitty things he's done, underestimating how good he was the last few
Okay,
years.
here we go.
I'd rather have Russell Wilson than Deshaun Watson.
Oh well, yeah, I agree.
I would agree with that. Plus, give Russell Wilson the actual line.
He's got Dak number 9.
But I
I
mean,
wouldn't
I
think-
mean,
That's a bold move putting
He's
Cam
got
Newton that high.
he's got Dak over Justin Herbert.
Cam Newton has one shoulder that
yeah,
exists.
no, that's a goddamn shame. And he puts Tom Brady at 10, which is just I don't
He's
agree
got
with
Dak
That's
over
actual
Ryan
disrespect.
Tannehill. He's got Dak over Ryan Tannehill. That's ridiculous.
He's got
And
Carson
remember
Wentz
where he
really
put
high,
Carson
dude.
Wentz. Cam Newton's not going to play this year, the full year. So
Wait, where's Cam Newton?
and to even put Tyrod Taylor,
2020.
Oh, okay.
Marcus Mariota, Kellen Mond.
Hey,
Oh
I
my
I
God.
never even heard of that guy.
Taysom Hill and
Justin
James
Fields
Winston
is
better than
39.
those.
Taysom Hill is a glorified running back. The fact that he is number 24 is ridiculous.
This
How
is the
is- how-
stupidest
how
list
is-
I've ever
How
seen.
is Taysom Hill above Jameis Winston when Jameis Winston's the
That's
starter?
his starting quarterback.
Also, Drew Lock. Has he seen Drew Lock play? He's horrible.
He's also losing the starting spot.
When
I'm
did this
pretty
come
sure.
out?
So.
Oh, this is 2 months ago.
No,
Okay.
this came
Yeah,
out of the
this has
summer,
been a-
but
this has been a
still.
while.
So Jameis
Terrible
was
list.
Mark, scratch what I just said because Jameis just got named
But
the starter.
all right,
So.
so let's
No Nick
reel it in.
Foles?
Let's reel it in. Bring it back to the topic of conversation, right? So
wait,
what?
real quick though. No
Yes,
Nick Foles
yes, no Nick Foles.
or
kind of
or
embarrassing.
Minshew
He's got Tyrod Taylor over Nick
Or
Foles.
Minshew.
or
Yeah,
Minshew.
no
That doesn't
Minshew
make
on
any
this
sense.
list.
Anyway, let's reel it in. If you want a franchise guy, it probably needs to be in this realm of top 10. Like I said, these top 4 or 5.
I
Maybe-
mean,
Like Herbert's good.
like
Herbert is
Baker
above
too.
11.
Like, if it's
I
like
would
a Baker level,
argue.
I would put Herbert above Dak. Honestly, I mean, I'd rather have Herbert than
100%.
Dak. He's younger.
100%.
Derek Carr is way too high on this list. I don't trust that. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the top 10, you're putting your team
In the playoffs.
You know, in. There's a solid chance you're putting your team in the playoffs.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I think the only person in there that's not put his team in the playoffs is Matt Stafford, but he's had the worst team ever, and he's actually
And
a sick
it goes back
quarterback.
to Doc. Wow, thinking
Doc
Ben
and
scenarios here.
his bench rotations, dude.
Dak, and he's more of the line. I think he sits more of the 12, 13 than definitely at 9. So
Matt Stafford is about to have a hell of a year. I'm so high on him right now.
I hope so. He deserves
I hope so. This is his prove it time now, right? Because it's always
Basically, yeah.
everybody's always down
it's
on
not
him because
prove
of where he's.
It's
I think
prove
it
it
is.
It's
I
prove
think
it. It's prove it playoffs wise. It's not prove it stats wise because he's literally one of the best statistical quarterbacks of all time.
Clearly, he can prove if he can actually do it and
Yeah, but again,
not
just
be.
like Deshaun, dude. Stats are one thing, but can you be like a winning quarterback?
Is he going to be Philip Rivers or is he going to be a guy who actually?
That's kind of how he's compared to right now because of how never really wins, but he's always putting up 4,500 yard seasons.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But yeah,
I
want Jalen Hurts to be like, right around those like Justin Herbert, Ryan Tannehill kind of guys,
Yeah,
Right,
I would say I would take a Baker Mayfield and above.
Yeah.
So would you guys?
I
Would
agree
you
with that.
guys? So let me ask you guys this then: if your guy, and I'm not just saying about Jalen, but just in general, your quarterback is not within the top 10 within 2 years, or at least shows promise to getting there, is that the time you move on? Or do you move on if that guy is not in the top 10? Let's say he is 13, 14, 15. It doesn't look like he's going to get in the top 10. What do you guys do as a coach, a GM of a team?
I
Move
think
on?
It's a tough call.
you have to move. You have to move on. If
I
they're
think you have to
looking
move
bad.
on.
Like,
Me
Yeah.
personally, you got to
Honestly-
move on.
Would you say
Honestly,
4 or 5
even
years?
even if after year 1, if like we're watching him and he's clearly bad,
Well,
There-
that's
you
a
can't-
different story.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
then we'd use our picks.
yeah, you just
Yeah,
take.
that's a different story in that case. But let's say he's right in the middle of the pack and you make the playoffs, but he's not really that
I'd say
top 10 guy.
at the end of his rookie deal, like if he's not looking like he's getting to that top 12 threshold, then you got to move on.
Okay, fair enough. All right, boys. So I wanted to play a little trivia before we ended. So if you guys are up for it, the winner, okay, first guy to 3 points wins. All Eagles trivia. Maybe
Okay.
a little,
Okay.
maybe a little 2020 season, maybe a little preseason questions. We'll see. The winner will get a Eagles T-shirt of their choice, up to $20.
Whoa!
All right, up to $20.
What?
Up to $20. All right.
Is this real? Are you
It's
really
high, it's
gonna
high stakes.
If it's like $22, I'll allow it. 20,
you really gonna ball out on a T-shirt for one of us? All right.
23, I send it back. I send
I
it
don't
back.
know.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys for getting this far in the pod. So we're gonna do some Eagles trivia for a T-shirt.
What if
All
I want a tank top?
$20 is the key there. As
Okay,
long as
okay.
it's within range. As long as it's within range. All right. Let's do it. Whoever answers first or gets the answer first, obviously, gets the point. First one to 3 wins it. Got
Okay.
plenty of
Okay.
questions here. If you guys don't get it in the amount of questions that I picked, then I'm not getting any of you shit.
We don't deserve it then.
Exactly.
Very
right,
likely
question-
still too.
If they're preseason
Question-
questions, it's gonna be tough.
Not all preseason. Don't worry. It's mostly 2020 season. Question number 1. Who on the 2020 Eagles had the most interceptions?
Singleton.
Mike Epps.
Oh my god!
Britt's got a final answer?
It wasn't
Okay.
Slay. Say that much. Maddox.
See if you can get it. The answer was so close, Slay. Marcus Epps.
It's Marcus Epps.
Marcus Epps.
Oh,
So I won't give you that
Damn.
one. So here's the thing. Here's a
Oh,
little
fake
tip.
vote. I should have just said Epps.
Here's a little tip for you
Damn it.
guys. If you say the wrong name, then you're not going to get it. So just say the last name or whatever name is. Just say the last name. Don't even bother saying the first name.
if you're saying the wrong name, you don't deserve to get it.
You don't deserve it. All right.
That's true.
Question
I mean,
number
he's
2.
literally- he was a no name last year. Like, who the hell is this guy?
Exactly. At least you got it. But you got to pay attention to the pod because these questions are coming up. Question number 2. This player caught a touchdown from McNabb on his 2004 Eagles debut and first play in an Eagles uniform.
Tio.
A point to Jackson.
Yeah,
They'll go.
I was gonna say Tio, but it seemed too obvious. But
Follow
yeah,
up
good call.
question. Follow up question. How many yards?
Oh God. All right. I'm gonna say
23.
96.
64.
81. 81. Right on the number. Right on the number. Okay. Point to Jackson. He's in the lead. Okay. So question number 4. Who is my all-time favorite Eagle?
Dawkins.
Yeah.
Oh, B-Dog for the win. For the win. Jackson's 2 up. He's
Shit.
2 up real quick.
I'll let
He's
you
2
guys
real
catch
quick.
up. I'll let you guys catch up.
All right. He doesn't want to ruin the show.
I'm just gonna say I think Singleton was probably second in interceptions. I'm not sure, but I'm saying it.
He was tied with one with like
Tied.
5 other
And, like,
players.
None.
Marcus Epps had 2. So there you go.
That is
there you go
sad.
for that one. Okay.
I knew that one.
Here's a fun one. Question number 5. How many players threw a pass in the Eagles 2020 season?
3.
4.
I'm gonna say 2.
Flay gets it with 4. It was Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, Nate Sudfeld, and
Greg
our
Ward.
boy Greg Ward.
Damn,
That's right.
I forgot about Nate Sudfeld.
All right,
So
gotta get on the board here, Brits.
There were no Wildcat plays where somebody else threw a pass.
No other plays. It was just those 4. Just those
I
4.
knew it was Greg Ward and Carson and Jalen. I forgot about Nate Sudfeld. It was
The
so-
Phillies.
Our boy Nate. Okay, question number 6. Who led the Eagles in receiving yards in 2020?
Greg Ward.
Any other answers?
Receiving yards, I would say probably.
Oh no, Travis Fulgham.
I'll give it to Brits because he came back with it, even
Give it
though
to
he
him.
already
Give it
he
to him.
already
I guess you can. I guess
he
you
already
can
he already submitted an
give
answer.
2 answers.
Is that 2-2?
From now on, only one answer.
one, all right,
Only
all
one
right.
answer.
All right, nobody was
Okay,
saying.
okay, I like that. I like that.
Okay, all right.
You can guess
all right.
again once everybody else has guessed, maybe.
Yeah. 2-1-1. 2-1-1. Okay.
I just love how we're making the rules of it.
Here we go. Yeah, I probably should have went through this before.
2-1-1.
All right, I'll give you guys a hard one because I don't know if you guys will get this. Which Eagle recovered the fumbled ball in the Miracle at the Meadowlands?
Oh no, shit.
1. The original.
1?
Oh, wasn't it? It was
Herm Edwards?
Dungy, right?
It was the guy who looked like Dungy, Herm Edwards. I'll give it to
Yeah.
Flay. That's 2 points, Flay.
They're gonna say
We
the
got
Super Bowl.
We got a 2-1-2 here, boys. We got a
It's getting
2-1-2.
interesting.
Okay.
Come on, more favorite Eagles.
Here we go.
Jackson, I thought
Here
you
we
were
go.
right when you said Dungy. I was like, shit.
Yeah, here we go. Good guess. They look alike. In the spirit of Brits in his fantasy pick, allowing auto draft to go on and pick Barkley over Derrick Henry, who was the 2020 season rushing leader. Who was the season rushing leader of 2019?
Ooh.
Oh,
Who's the season rushing leader in 2019?
Don't look it up.
I'm not looking it up. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
2019.
I only got one guess.
I'm going to say it's Derrick Henry.
Okay,
Yeah, he was
Jackson
last
goes
year,
with
I guess.
Jackson.
Shouldn't have
Wait,
done that. Shouldn't have
who are
done
you
that.
going with? All right, give me some final answers here, boys.
I'll go McCaffrey.
McCaffrey
Probably
from
it's
Flay.
McCaffrey. It's definitely McCaffrey.
Oh, it probably was McCaffrey.
Submit some final answers
Alvin
here.
Kamara.
Some Kamara from Brits.
I'd say it's McCaffrey.
Belko, got a final answer for us?
I said Henry. I have to stick with it. I can't change it. Right?
The 2019 season leader and the winner of
Oh,
trivia for the
Flay.
first time, Jackson Belko,
What?
Oh,
With
what? It was Derrick Henry.
with Derrick Henry for
I
the
knew it was
win.
Oh, he was back to back.
2019 back-to-back 1,500-yard season to a then 2,027 yards in 2020. So with the win, Jackson Belko gets to pick out an Eagles
Derrick
shirt
Henry's a beast.
from your boy.
As soon as I heard,
And that's why you don't auto-draft, kids.
I wasn't home yet.
Oh, don't listen to Brits.
Excuses.
My phone was
Wait till I
dead.
have
Excuses.
wait till I have that $20 tank on. You guys are gonna
Oh,
be
man.
jealous.
And I got through a lot of questions on that one, boys, but I only had about 2 left. So thank God you got it. All right. So with that, I think we'll wrap it up and shut it down for an episode 14 launch and landed. We want to see you guys react and give all the comments, hit the bells, do everything you need to once the Eagle season starts, because we are officially, let me check the calendar. Where are we at here? 2 weeks
Didn't
away?
have his
Less than
countdown.
2 weeks?
Didn't have his countdown.
Didn't even have the
before.
countdown right. No, we're playing on the 12th. Sorry. Jesus. I'm a mess. But either way, we won't be a mess when we're 13 days away from Eagles game 1 against the Falcons. So we'll see you guys there, and join us for episode 15.
Go
Let's
Birds.
go.
Later, bud.
Peace up.